자, 그럼 첫 번째 기조 강연을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. Digital Single Market in Europe and International Cooperation 이라는 주제로 유럽 집행위원회 제라드 드 그라프 디렉터의 발표를 듣도록 하겠습니다. 유럽의 디지털 단일 시장의 현황과 국제 협력이라는 주제가 되겠는데요. 이 ICT 표준에 대한 유럽 시장의 현황을 자세히 살펴볼 수 있는 유익한 시간이 될 것으로 기대합니다. 자, 여러분 비록 온라인 생방송으로 본 행사를 시청하고 계시지만 마음속으로 뜨거운 응원의 박수를 보내주시길 바라겠습니다. 제라드 드 그라프 디렉터 발표 청해 듣겠습니다.
People want to move out of this corona world, out of this fragility, out of this uncertainty. They are ready for change. And they are ready to move on. And this is the moment for Europe to lead the way from this fragility towards a new vitality. We have the vision, we have a plan, we have the investment. This is Next Generation EU. We need to build a stronger European health union. And we need to strengthen our crisis preparedness and management of cross-border health issues. This will show Europeans that our union is there to protect them all. The European Commission is proposing to increase the 2030 targets for emission reduction to at least 55%. The European Green Deal is our blueprint to make that transformation. Das kommende Jahrzehnt muss Europas Digital Decade sein. Und wir brauchen einen gemeinsamen Plan für das digitale Europa mit ganz klar definierten Zielen. At the beginning of the pandemic, there was no funding, there was no global framework for a COVID-19 vaccine. This was the moment when the European Union stepped up to lead the global response. Without any doubt, there's a clear need for Europe to take clear positions and quick actions on global affairs. L'avenir sera ce que nous en ferons. Et l'Europe sera ce que nous voulons. Travaillons pour la construire, pour la faire forte et pour bâtir le monde dans lequel nous voulons vivre.
Digital technologies have greatly changed our daily life. Therefore, Europe wants to make sure that the digital transformation works for all its citizens. The opportunities are many: equal access to education and healthcare, ease of transport, safer working conditions, and a sustainable planet. Our goal is to build on European values and project them onto the international stage. However, we can only achieve these with technology that works for the people, our competitive digital economy for business, and empowered citizens. Our goal is that Europe ensures technological sovereignty. Digital transformation built with and for the people. This will be the European way.
We want to make sure that every citizen, every employee, every business, well, they stand a fair chance of reaping the benefits of digitization.
We have the tools here. We have the companies in Europe being able to do this. And by the way, nobody in the world today is doing it just because the market was not ready. But market is here in Europe.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you from Brussels. My name is Gerard de Graaf, and I'm Director in DG Connect in the European Commission for Europe, responsible for Europe's digital strategy, including our ICT standardization. As you can see, we at the European Commission are still working from home due to the COVID crisis. In fact, in Europe, we're still facing huge challenges. Recently, the situation with infections has deteriorated in most of our member states, and stricter measures are being imposed. We are in a second wave. Throughout the crisis, our economies and societies have continued to function, largely thanks to digital technologies. At the same time, digital technologies are playing a key role in addressing the direct effects of the pandemic. In Europe, our high-performance computers are running full-time to help researchers understand the molecules and find drugs that could help mitigate the effects of the infection. AI is used to screen COVID patients and manage scarce capacity in intensive care units. Robots are deployed for cleaning hospitals, and tens of millions of Europeans have downloaded COVID track and tracing apps. Europe is also actively preparing for the post-COVID period. The vision is to rebuild Europe, not just repair it. Rebuild it on a stronger foundation based on two pillars, digital and green. Massive funding has been made available to improve connectivity, roll out 5G and fiber, boost digital skills training of our population, reinforce Europe's technological capacities in AI and big data and cloud, quantum and blockchain, digitalize our industry, and modernize our public services. We are encouraged to have seen the Korean government's announcements in July of a new deal focusing on a nationwide digital and green transformation as a way out of the COVID crisis. There's a lot of common ground between Korea and the EU. We share similar values and want technology to be a force for strengthening our competitiveness. But we also want technology to work for people. Next month, on 18 November, we will have the first government-to-government high-level digital dialogue between the European Commission and the Korean government. We are very much looking forward to this and are confident that it will lay the foundation for close cooperation on policy and technology, including on standards. So let me now turn specifically to the role of standards. Put bluntly, without global interoperable ICT standards, we will simply not achieve our shared ambitions of a new green digital economy. Global interoperable standards are the cornerstone of a successful rollout of digital technologies. New products, new services that hold the promise of improving our competitiveness and the quality of life of our citizens. Global interoperable standards will promote investments as they will bring major efficiency gains, help market access, and bring direct benefits to consumers in the form of wider choice of high-quality products at lower prices. Global interoperable standards will help ensure trust of users, that these technologies are safe and protect their key interests. In other words, they will promote adoption of new technologies. So this is why ICT standards are so important and why we will rely even more on standard setting bodies and on international cooperation. This is why we are so grateful to the Global International Standards Conference to offer a key forum for discussion on the second day about the way forward. Our ICT standardization bodies, ETSI, together with Sensenelec in Europe and TTA in Korea, are already closely cooperating. The aim of the workshop that will be organized in the context of the INDICO initiative, the European Commission initiative, is to boost that cooperation and make it even more operational. But the future cannot be as the past. ICT is at the heart of who we are as citizens of democratic societies. Standards are not just technical. They need to comply with our values: privacy, sustainability, fundamental rights, and not the other way around. Standard setting needs to become more inclusive. It can no longer be the work of those producing the technologies. It needs to include those using the technologies, including SMEs and startups. And it needs to become more agile and responsive. Technology moves very fast. Standard setting cannot stay behind. So many challenges, but also tremendous opportunities. The EU is looking forward to working closely with our Korean friends towards global interoperable standards. Together, we can achieve much more than each of us individually. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor to share some thoughts with you today. I wish you a very interesting and productive conference. Please stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
네, 발표 잘 들었습니다. 감사합니다. 다시 한번 여러분 마음속으로 힘찬 박수를 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 개인적으로 이 시간이 매우 짧다고 느껴지면서 아쉬움이 많이 생기는데요. 다음에 또 이런 귀한 자리에서 만나뵐 수 있기를 바라겠습니다.